What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are shooting from the home office. I hope you like it. They spent a lot of time building this thing. It's only a wall and there's a plant there and there's some LED lights, but I've made a bit of an effort with this and this is why I can shoot so much valuable content from home. And if always you want to book a call, how to make an informed real estate decision, investment in the Dubai market, here I am. So just book a call below and I'll see you there. Today's video is my take on the real growth behind Dubai. And this, I guess, is just a bit of a spin-off video where I'm just going to kind of talk and about my thoughts about why I see the movement from the West to the Middle East, because it's very interesting. I'm not into economics, politics, that kind of stuff. Although recently I have been a lot more interested in the economic side of things, of growth and crashes, because you can imagine all of the questions that I'm constantly getting asked. Oh, do you think Dubai is a bubble? Do you think it's going to burst? Do you think it's going to be oversupplied? Of course, it may seem that way because there is so much growth, but if you're on the ground every single day in Dubai, you would understand and you'd feel the growth around you, right? Not only are we seeing buildings being put up, because you think, oh, come to Dubai, you're seeing all of these buildings being put up and you think, well, is there actually going to be any growth? Are people going to live in them or are they just going to be abandoned? Well, I'll tell you now, every single Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, I think Friday is the only day where I'm not stuck in a heap of traffic now. And I mean more than ever. And everybody's going on about it. And I mean, for us driving around, especially as real estate agents, it sucks. But it's a clear indicator that the economy is thriving. And there are so many other indicators, like the population growth since July 2022 to July 2023 is 100,000 alone. Okay, so that's gonna hit, I don't know, I can't say exactly, maybe 150, 200,000, who knows? I know when I see and meet people who come to Dubai for a holiday, they very quickly like fall in love with the place and then they explore the residency things and they sort of see how easy it is to actually reside here. And I've just noticed that the general population is starting to really come to grips with the fact that, especially in the UK and the US, that the West is declining incredibly fast. Crime is becoming like insane, like the amount of things we're seeing and the amount of crime that is happening. And I wonder, why is the West becoming like this? And why is the Middle East becoming so strong? And I guess it could be controversial, but a part of this is leadership problems, okay? Like especially in the UK, I can't talk for the US, although I can in a way because Biden doesn't set a great example for such a large and powerful country. But you see what I'm saying, you know, the Middle East, everybody has a level of respect and they come to Dubai and it's not the kind of place that you want to mess around and get in trouble. Like when you're younger in the UK or the US, you just don't really care, like, you know, forget the police and all this kind of stuff. But in the Middle East, you come here, you respect, you work hard, you know, you respect the laws, you respect other people. And that's the culture that I get when I feel when I'm here, you know? If you go to London, people say Dubai's a police state. Well, London's a police state. But if you look at a place like London, you can't walk around with a Rolex. Andrew Tate actually said this. London's a police state, but you can't walk around with a Rolex without it getting stolen. Well, I mean, obviously not every single time, but I'm sure it happens far more worse than it ever would in Dubai. But Dubai's a police state, but you can walk around Dubai with a Rolex, an AP. You can drive a Bugatti Veyron without it getting smashed. And this video, I guess, is sort of like my inside take of what's going on. And not only that, we're also seeing like how fast and efficient things get done over here, right? You see all of these buildings that are surrounding. If you look how quickly they're being built, and the workforce and the labor force is incredibly efficient. Of course, people are going to be controversial about this topic. They say slave labor and all this. And I mean, listen, I get it. People like these incredibly hardworking workers do work hard in Dubai. And you know what? I always give them the time of the day. Taxi drivers, Deliveroo drivers, construction workers, I'll give them water, I'll give them food, I'll give them tips. I'm more than happy to do that. And I think everyone should too, you know? These guys are busting their ass for us. You know, they're doing the things that we aren't gonna do in the extreme heat, but they're committed to work. And the opportunities that they get here, they make enough money to send home. I know a lot of these guys, you know, they make money for 5 years. They send the money back to India, Bangladesh, places where they're from around the world. And then that's more money than they would have earned. And then they can go home and enjoy their life, you know, in the future with more capital, right? Whereas in the UK right now, people don't want to work. People get it too easy. You know, people complain as migrants coming in, but people don't want to wake up and go to work on a Monday morning because it's raining. They'll call in sick, you know? The attitude is just changing. And it's like, it's always been like that. And I'm not saying the UK, I hate the UK at all. I love the UK. I'm from there. They will always have a place in my heart. But the speed in which things get done and the efficiency and, you know, the accessibility to do things and start businesses and really make an impact and go places and be around successful people, I just never never felt like I felt that in the UK. And I want to give you a prime example of how efficiently things are being done over here. So one of our main contractors for redevelopment properties called Sherwell, well, they're actually manufacturing for all of the villas and, hotels, and, they do a lot of joinery, marble work, everything in-house. They've got a huge warehouse. It's incredible. Their workforce is amazing. And they're actually contracting now for companies back in the UK. And the reason for that, they told me actually the other day, the guy who heads the factory is a British guy, and he was like, well, the problem is there's only one manufacturing company in the UK that can do it at the scale that we're doing it in Newcastle. But he says they're booked up for 2 years, He says we're delivering faster than the people can accept our orders. You imagine that? And also, I get a lot of calls from people in the UK, successful building developers who are looking to actually move their capital from A to B. B is Dubai, all right? And the reason for that is simply the taxes are increasing, the cost of materials is going through the roof. And it's almost like in certain scenarios, you're thinking, are they trying to make it so entrepreneurs can't make any more money? Are they trying to keep a cap on it? I understand, that the wealthier are getting wealthier and the poorer are getting poorer, but then even the people that are trying to get wealthy now are struggling to get wealthy. And then we're also seeing things on the news where Russia are stopping oil getting through to the UK and other places of the world, and that's just going to drive inflation up once again. And I'm thinking, well, how are the middle class even going to survive? The lower class have got no chance. And I think people are just seeking new opportunities. Now, I'm not saying Dubai is for everybody, because of course, you can't come out to Dubai without a certain amount of skill, certain amount of knowledge, and of course, money, all right? You can't just come out here because a £2,000 a month salary is not going to do you justice at all. If you're going to come out to Dubai, you need to be aiming high with the way that you want to be earning, okay? If you're getting offered salaries between sort of like 8 and 10,000 dirhams, 1,700 to 2,000 pounds, it's probably not going to be that great to be out here, except, I'm not going to lie, Dubai is expensive, It's not to say that I am saying that it's for everybody, but I'll tell you now, since I've been out here, I've been networking with some of the most successful people that I've ever met in my life. I've been able to build a successful business around what I'm doing. I'm able to live in a very nice property, and I didn't come here with anything, but by doing all the work that I've put in and the customer care that I've given to my clients, I've been able to achieve what I've achieved. Of course, I've still got a long way to go. But anyway, this video was really intended to just talk about how I see the Western civilization and the power shift from the West to the Middle East. I mean, it's an obvious thing. Like I said, I'm not no economist. I'm not going into all of the details with bricks and all the other stuff. But from my general on-the-ground perspective, I can see it happening. So I guess this video is for anyone who still doesn't have the confidence in the Dubai market. You still think it's going to crash and you still think it's a bubble. Then I suggest you just look at the news and see what's going on around you and really take a deep look into how the power is shifting and how the world is changing and how this new order is coming about. And it's time to get into a place where the new money is coming to, and really you can thrive as an investor and put it into a place. But of course, you need someone who can strategically invest that money, because it's very easy to potentially lose it. All right. And that's why I'm here. And I say that in every single video. If you want a chat with me, then you know where I am. I'm here. I'm a property advisor for international clients and clients on the ground. From start to finish, I strategically help you invest into the Dubai market, whether that's in Dubai, whether that's in Ras Al Khaimah, whether that's in one of the other Emirates. I can help and assist based on your budget. I can align you with the right deals and the right projects, because I do say this to everybody. This is your chance now to buy into a thriving market that's only getting bigger and better. And I tell that to everybody. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this totally different video. If you liked it, subscribe, of course, and I'll see you on the call. If you didn't like it, I'm very sorry if I offended you. But anyway, guys, thank you very much.